Hey everybody, it is Roger from Roger's Reviews. Just got back a few days ago, last weekend from Ohio. Took the Tesla Model Y up there, and I kind of underestimated kind of like what had happened, because if you think about it, that Model Y is the smallest battery pack. They have the most limitedest range, the cheapest Model Y they have, and it's still capable of basically going anywhere you want to go in the United States on the supercharger network with no problem. So I was kind of skeptical until I took my first ride, and but you got to make sure you pump your tires up because that makes a huge difference in range. But I basically went from Florida to Ohio on super low, like deflated tires, and still made it, and which makes a huge difference in economy. And when I pumped the tires up to come back, it wasn't even, I mean, it was like, it made a humongous difference. Okay, I didn't even have to worry about it. So another thing that I didn't really talk about is, since you have limited range, like 30-40 miles, that also slows you down a lot on your charging, because what happens is if you have to charge past your 80%, the charging rate slows way down. And also too, if you buy a car with less than 300 miles, you're limited on charge rate. So the fastest the car can charge is 750 miles per hour. Now, if you have any bigger battery pack of any of the vehicles, they charge up to 1,000 miles an hour. And also too, if you think about it, if you're trying to stay between 20 and 80, or basically you'll charge up so much faster to 80% if you have a bigger battery pack, because you're never going to use that 20%. See, I had to use that 20%, and the last 20% took a lot longer to charge. So once I get my Cybertruck with 300, 500 plus miles, I'm not going to have nearly the charge time, because I can stay within that 80%, and I can charge so much faster because it charges up to 1,000 miles an hour, and then it'll charge really quickly. It'll slow down a little bit, but once you get 80%, that's when it really slows down. But if you never have to hit that 80%, you can basically come into a place and charge in like 10 or 15 minutes and go. You should never have to wait over 15 minutes, because 15 minutes should give you plenty to get to the next charging station. But that's just something I wanted to go over, that I kind of thought about and forgot to mention on my last videos. So if you guys are in the market, or you're concerned, or you have any questions about what Tesla to purchase or what EV to purchase, you can get away with buying the cheapest, smallest battery pack, like the 240, which is awesome. Like, it's 10 times better than anything else I've ever driven. But if you want that, if you travel a lot and you plan on taking your Tesla EV or whatever to the next level, and you plan on traveling a lot, which I plan on doing in my Cybertruck. So the very bare minimum is 300 miles, because once you reach 300 miles, and also too, you want to have that 1,000 mile an hour capability of charge. So if you can charge up to like 250 miles at maximum input from the charging system, it is going to make a night and day difference on your ability to charge faster and continue with your journey. So like I said, I can't wait to get my Cybertruck. It's going to be a minimum of 300 miles. It might be 350, and if I upgrade, it's going to be 500 plus. So it not necessarily will allow you to skip a charger. It might, but the thing is, when you do hit a charger, your charging time is going to be reduced dramatically. So like I said, I know I'm running on, beating a dead horse, but if you end up getting a Tesla, try to get at least a 300 mile battery. You should try to get the most battery you can, the most range you can, and it's gonna, if you travel at all, it doesn't matter if you don't travel, but if you plan on using that vehicle to travel any more than, I would say, anything over 500 miles, it's going to make a huge difference to get that extra battery. So anyway, this is Roger with Roger's Reviews, just talking briefly about how important it is and how much faster it'll be if you go ahead and upgrade your battery and increase your charging input and decrease your charge time when you're traveling. So anyway, if you like this video, crush the like button and subscribe, and I'll bring you any more details I can on the Teslas, and of course anything I find out new about it. So thanks, have a great day, God bless, and Tesla stock is up. Awesome.